Now, people are often talking about slow play in golf. It's a kind of catchphrase that everyone wants to speed up the pace of play when it comes to golf, but no one really has an answer that's going to solve the problem. But maybe this new Sun Mountain fin cycle is the answer. Certainly in terms of club golf, this could potentially be the answer to slow play. And the reason for that is that buggies do have their limitations. As we know, you're sharing a buggy with someone else. If you hit your drive 20 yards left and they hit theirs 30 yards right, there's often takes just as much time to get from your ball to their ball as it would be to walk between them. So often you don't save an awful lot of time when using a buggy between two of you. But obviously this, because you're using it on your own, has the potential to speed up play. Now this isn't available in the UK just yet, but it's being launched over in the US. There's 200 golf clubs taking delivery of this fin cycle, and they're going to be costing them around about $3,600 a cycle. So it's a lot of money, but there is an awful lot of technology gone into it. You can see down here, this is the Lithium Ion Battery, so it's a very quiet design. Sun Mountain have done away with the original design, which had a motor and a chain on it, so they've done away with that. It's a lot cleaner and it's a lot quieter. You can see there's front and rear suspension. We've also got hydraulic disc brakes. The way you operate this fin cycle is through, there's like a thumb throttle here, so you simply push it down and off you go. It's very gentle. You've got two brakes here on the handlebars, and as you can see, your clubs are kind of straddled between your legs in front of you. So that's the way this contraption, if you like, has been designed. We've got these footrests that lift up nice and easily, and a nice touch, I think you'll agree, is the little kind of club head stand which uses to keep the bike upright when it's stationary. Now, one of the questions you're probably asking about the fin cycle is, are the tyres going to chew up the ground? Well, Sun Mountain don't think so. That's because the rear tyre, which does all the work, is actually the same type of tyre that is used on greenkeepers, buggies and vehicles like that that are used out on the golf course every day. And also the front tyre, while it might look more like a motorbike tyre, that also should be green friendly. Of course, we don't know that for sure. I'm going to go and test this here at the Wisley to see if it's going to live up to its reputation. Is it going to speed up play? Is it enjoyable to use? It's certainly been fun to use so far. I'm really looking forward to it. Right, now one of the questions you're probably wondering is, how fast does it go? Well, has a top speed of 15.5 miles an hour. Obviously I'm not doing that now, but that's how fast it can go, and it will go a little bit faster downhill, but I'm told it won't run away from you going down hills just because of the motor system that's in place. So it has the potential to go really fast, and if you get it on the car park, nice smooth surface, I definitely notice it's got a bit of poke to it. So I'm enjoying it so far. Let's go up to the first tee and play a few holes at it and really put it through its paces. Gotta say, first impressions are, this is a lot of fun. Probably shouldn't be filming while driving, but gotta say, I'm really enjoying the fin cycle so far. Off getting some funny looks, but a lot of interest actually. A lot of people coming up to us, wondering what we're doing, what we're driving, as I drive around the Wisley roundabout here outside the entrance. Oh, this is an absolute joy. Let's see how fast we can go. Really easy to steer, as I'm demonstrating right now. I'm not crashed into anything, which is good. Really easy to control the speed, and certainly has the potential to make your round more enjoyable. So let's go and tee off and play a few holes. Now, before we head out to the golf course on our new Sun Mountain fin cycle, make sure you subscribe to the Golf Monthly YouTube channel, because that way you won't miss any of our equipment review videos. And like the video, of course, if you like what you're watching. But I really want to hear from you. Is this the kind of thing you want to see at your golf club? Would you be interested in trying it? Do you think it could fix the problem of slow play? I'd love to hear from you. So make sure you comment on the video if you haven't already. But for now, let's get to the golf course and give it a try. Okay, so Played a few holes now with the Sun Mountain Fin cycle. If I can get going, I've got the foot stand up. Right, here we go. It's pretty idiot proof, to be honest, and it's loads of fun. I'm having a great time with this. It's really easy to steer, perhaps not especially easy to go around really sharp corners, but in terms of getting it moving and braking, it's so simple. You just got this thumb kind of system here, push that down, off you go. You've got brakes left and right. Really easy to use, a lot of fun. And as you can see behind me, doesn't really leave a great deal of marking or tyre tracks on the fairway. And there's a bit of rain falling today, and the conditions are quite soft, and it's not leaving much of a mark at all. And it's really smooth and stable. That's the one thing you notice about it, although I'm wobbling around here. It's a really smooth ride, and also surprisingly quiet as well. Just the motor is really quiet. You're not going to put off your playing partners, I don't think, if you're in motion while they're over the ball. First impressions, I'm having an awful lot of fun with this. Right, okay, so I've played a few holes with my Sun Mountain Fin cycle, and I've got to say I really enjoyed using this. It's pretty idiot proof, to be honest. It's actually quite difficult to fall over on it. The only time you might kind of fall off it is when you're getting going initially. It's obviously a tendency to put your feet out to stop yourself from falling over, which is what you've got to do when you get going. But actually the best thing to do is just to go quite fast at the start, and then your momentum will keep you upright. If you're a bit stuttery at the start, you've got to tend to wobble and you might have to put your foot out or fall over. But I didn't experience that. It's very easy to get the hang of it, and I just found it really fun and enjoyable to use. You might have noticed from some of the clips there that the ride was really smooth, and I wasn't churning up the fairway. It's starting to rain here, conditions are pretty soft here at the Wisley, and I wasn't creating any kind of excessive tyre marks. And even going over some of these side slopes here, which are pretty steep, I was kind of getting a bit worried that the wheels might kind of skid from under me, but that wasn't the case. The tread on it is fantastic. Look, it's a lot of money, and there's going to be a bit of time before we see these here in the UK, but I think, genuinely this is going to transform a lot of people's rounds. Like, if I saw this on offer for a rental at a good price at a golf club in the UK, I'd be very tempted to use one, especially if I'm having a casual knock with your friends. You can drive down the fairway together chatting, but you haven't got the limitations that buggies often have. You can still go to your ball. This does have the potential to speed up play in that regard. Obviously, it's not something I've fully tested here today. I only played a few holes. Obviously, if you're maybe following a group in front of you, the chances are if they see you using one of these, they're probably going to let you through. So while there might be, cause a few ripples at your golf club, people thinking you're trying to barge through them kind of forcefully, I don't know if that's necessarily the case. But if I saw someone playing behind me on one of these, I would be very tempted to let them throw, even if there was more of them in their group than there were in mine. And I think the whole slow play thing, yes, this has the potential to speed up rounds. You could argue that's only if a lot of people at the golf club are using it. The chances are these are only going to be available in very small quantities at each golf club. So it's unlikely that the whole fleet of Sun Mountain Fin cycle is going to be available, and obviously if everyone was using it, the potential for pace of play is enormous. You think about if you go out first tee time on one of these, I reckon you could get round the golf course in an hour and a half, no problem whatsoever, because obviously that time between shots, this is really going to cut that time in half, if not more. So the jury's out in terms of fixing slow play, because there are a lot of obstacles, but I think this definitely has the potential to really revolutionise the way we go about speeding up play, enjoying a round of golf. People are often talking about slow play, how are we going to fix it? Is this the answer? It's definitely got the potential, and when it comes out in the UK, I do recommend you give it a try, because it was an awful lot of fun, very easy to use, and the brakes are really effective, and that really helps going down hills as well. You might worry about going down a long downhill slope that the fin cycle is going to get away from you, you're going to lose control, but you can monitor the speed going down hills with the brake. But it does have quite a bit of speed on it. If you're going along a flat bit of terrain, you can get a decent speed up. Over 15 miles an hour is fairly significant on a golf course, and that really does have the potential to speed up play. there you have it. Jury's out on whether this is going to fix slow play, but it definitely has the potential to speed up your round of golf. And if you get through a few groups, I do think you can cut a lot of time off your round, and that's what everyone wants in the world of golf. So hope you enjoyed this little test of the Sun Mountain Fin cycle coming to a golf club near you, hopefully in early next year, fingers crossed. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. As always, click the like button if you like what you watch, and make sure to subscribe to the Golf Monthly YouTube channel for all our videos. But for now, from a drizzly Wisley Golf Club, it's goodbye.